back to the channel. So today I will finally install the dashboard instrument cluster display in my Tesla Model 3. I have been driving this Tesla Model 3 for the past 9 months. Even though I'm getting used to turning to the right to get that information while I'm driving, I think it would be a lot more convenient to always have that information right in front of you. And another reason I'm getting this display installed because, as most of you know, Tesla do not offer Android Auto or Apple CarPlay functions in any of the Tesla car. So this is probably the best way to get Apple CarPlay and Android Auto in your Tesla. So today's video, I will show you all the components that come in the package and all the tools that you need to install the system, and then I will share step-by-step installation from the beginning to the end. Finally, we will test the system in my Model 3. Let's go. So this is the latest version of instrument cluster display from Hancho, and this is 9 inches HD display with Linux operating system, and this is a lot faster than previous system that they had. So if you are interested in this system, I will put the link in the description down below, also the discount code for you. Let's open up this system and see all the components that we need for the installation. Okay, this is the operation guides. We will need this after the installation, and this is the instruction manual. So there'll be 2 different instructions manuals here. One is for the Intel version, which is my car, because my car is 2021. But if you have a newer car like 2022 or higher with the AMD version, then you will need this instruction manual, which is come in the package on both versions. Right, let's see in the box. So this is the display itself. As you can see, and 2 sets of cables. I believe this is the cable for the Intel version, and this is the cable for the AMD newer car versions, and this is the bracket that will secure the screen on your dashboard. And it also came with this really handy tool to remove the panel trims. Alright, let's go install the system in my Model 3. Okay, before we start the installation, you will need a masking tape, a Phillips screwdriver, and small flathead screwdriver. This is just for in case you need it to help pinch removing the plug, and the trim remover. If this is not enough, then I got this whole set of trim remover from Amazon, and this is really affordable. This is like $6 for the whole set. I'll put this in the link in the description too if you are interested. This will definitely help me with the future projects. Alright, let's start the installation. So first thing first, we have to remove this trim panel right here, which holds the dashboard piece together. Now let's remove that. Try to use the trim remover that they provided. So it all locked by the clip. There you go. Just came out just like that. So save this piece right here. Now we're gonna do the same thing on the other side too. Now we will start pulling this dashboard right here up all the way, the whole piece. So just try to be gentle, make sure we don't break any clip. There you go, just like that. As you can see, it's not super hard. So you do one pull, then the whole panel will come up. After you pull out that dashboard, make sure these metal clips, they're still there in place. So when you put them back, they will lock back in place. As you can see, the whole panel is one piece. You just pull hard enough on one side, then the whole panel will be removed. Now let's try to remove that underneath panel first, then we will install the display on this dashboard. So in order to remove this bottom panel, there are 4 clips that need to be removed. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay, now let's remove that. Okay, now we should be able to pull this piece down really easily. There, so after the panel is down, we're going to have to unclip. You see the light clip right here? Unclip that one. The light's gone now. And just unclip the speaker. Okay, so the speaker plug, it's a little bit tricky. You probably need something really small to pinch in that hole right there to unlock the plug. So pinch in hard enough, pull at the same time, then it should come out just like that. Okay, now we can remove this panel entirely. Now we have to locate that. You see that old BD plug right there, in there. That's a gray color on the inside. Okay, since it'll be really hard to show and see underneath the panels that we removed, I'm gonna demonstrate it to you right here. Imagine this is the plugs as it is underneath the panel. It's likely to be a gray color that have exact the same shape of this. Then you just pinch it down and then unplug the male from the car, then plug in that male OBD plug from the car to the female plug from handle. After that, you use the OBD plug from handle, then plug in the plug that you unplug from the car. So basically this wire is a pass-through to get all the information from the car to handle display. This connecting and reconnecting process has to be done within less than 2 minutes. Otherwise, the car will cause a system fault. But if that ever happens, then you can just lock the car and let it reset for at least an hour. Then it should come back to normal. Okay, let's continue the installation. Now I have to remove this trim right here, so we can get the pass-through cable over on this side. I'm not sure you can see right here, right there, in and out. So before I plug in the OBD ports, make sure you get that ready first. So just get the cable from underneath, the two small plugs that will plug into the screen, and then through here, right there. So this way we can get this cable underneath the dashboard to the display. Now comes the trickiest part. Probably not the hardest, probably trickiest, to get into the right position to get ready and plug and unplug the OBD ports. Let's try it now. So I found it's easier to basically put yourself in the upside down position like that. Turn that out just like that, upside down, and then poke your head in just like that, so you can see everything underneath. Get those cable ready when you unplug and plug it. So I finally got it done. Mission complete. As you can see here, in the gray plug into the hand shell port right there, the female one, and then the male plug into the male port over there. I'm sure you can see there you go. I did a rookie mistake because I should have removed this right here, and then right there, so this panel will come down and it'll be a lot easier to access here. As a result, I got a little cut from a plastic here, there. So if you do it, make sure you remove this panel so it's easier to access. Okay, so before I put everything back in, all the panels and the dashboard, now let's test the screen with this cable that's hooked up to the OBD ports and the same two cables on the screen, and see how it works. Let's plug this in, red to red, just like that, blue to blue, just like that. Here you go. Now you can see the screen, it's operating right now. Let me try to turn on the signal real quick. Okay, the right signals right there. Okay, seems like it's working fine. So now I'm gonna unplug it first, and then I'm gonna mount this display unit to the dashboard. Then we'll be installing the dashboard back to the car. Let's go. Okay, so the hardest part is done. Now let's do the less challenging part, which is installing the screen on the dashboard. So you basically count from the left of the dashboard. There's like a vent spaces right there. So you have to just count from this one and 32, and then stop. So that's where you're gonna put the first slot in right there, and then 32, 33, 34, 35, 36. Then that's where you're going to put the first cable in, and then 37, 38, 39, then I put another cable in. Let's do that right now. So you go into that slot there with the cable. Right there. So now we have to put the bracket. Okay, I found a spot with a cushion so I don't damage the screen over here. Again, make sure you push all the way in, and then now we insert the bracket. See the big hole, big two holes, those are for the cables. that all the way, just like that. Okay, now it looks really good. The screen and the bracket and screws are in place. So that's where the steering wheel column is. So we want that screen to be in the middle of the column. Okay, now let's get ready to put the dashboard back. Now we get that cable running up to here. See that? So now we don't get in the way of the trim when we put back in. So this is where the masking tape becomes handy. So you want to make sure that the cable doesn't get in the way of the clips when you put back in. Now let's go get the dashboard. So now I got my dashboard ready, and then I'm just gonna plug that in. Okay, I'm just gonna plug the cable in. Make sure it's tight. Same here to the red cable. Okay, now let's tape this down. Make sure it doesn't get in the way of the clip. There you go. I think we're good. Now flip it. Make sure everything's in the right spot first. As you can see, the screen is up right now, so we know it's operating. So now I'm gonna start pressing it down on side first. That sounds good. Now to make sure, don't press too hard, don't force it. You'll hear it going. As you can see here, the display is right in the perfect spot in the middle of the steering wheels, and this is my line of sight. So even with the regular steering wheels, round one, the stock one, you still can clearly see the whole instrument cluster screen right in the middle. Okay, now let's try to set it up. As you can see here, this is the touch screen. So you just swipe from the side right there, and there's a setting. You can change the temperature unit. Right now it's Celsius, supposed to be Fahrenheit, and the model is Model 3. And you can choose the mode or keep it auto. It will change the day and night mode together with the Tesla main screen. Steering wheels control, you can turn it on, and we'll show you later. CarPlay, when I press on the CarPlay, the phone connect, I can choose between the Apple CarPlay or Android Auto right there. I have an iPhone, so I'll select the Apple CarPlay, and the display I'll just put normal and see what it looks like, and confirm. It just restarting itself. As the setting up is done, as you can see here, it's changed to Fahrenheit. Alright, now let's try to connect the Apple CarPlay first. Okay, so you swipe on the right, and then this is for Apple CarPlay. Just click on that button right there, and then it will show you the instruction how to connect to Apple CarPlay. I just go to my Bluetooth, so I just click on the BT link there, and pair, allow. There you go, connected. One more step. My CarPlay right there. There you go. Now it's connected to my Apple CarPlay, and see this? Now that's the setting that you can do. Is 2/3 of the screen could be a CarPlay, and you still have the main information of the car on the right hand side right there. So that's the map, and then we can go to the main CarPlay, and now I can use all the apps that is compatible with the CarPlay. Okay, now let's try to play some music. You can see, so it's output in the car speaker, but in order to do that you have to make sure it's output to your car and not the CarPlay device, otherwise speaker will come out of this screen instead. Okay, let's try to put it on the full screen on the CarPlay and see what it looks like. Go CarPlay again, full screen, confirm. There you go. So now since we put that steering wheel's control, you basically just turn the wheel on the right hand side up, and then it will connect to the CarPlay. There you go. So that's what's the full screen look like. You scroll down, you can see, scroll up, CarPlay, scroll down, and then the main instrument cluster will show up. Alright, so after this I'm gonna do a little test driving around and then show you the night screen and the day screen. Before we go out for a test drive, let me show you something I didn't show you before. So if you swipe in the middle like that, then it will show distance between the cars when you are on autopilot, and then this will show your top image of your car, and then this will show the tire pressure. This one's really cool, so you don't have to actually go into the setting of the main screen, you know, to see all of that. Let's say the tire pressure. Here we just swipe there. Now you see the tire pressure screen. This screen also show both the percentage of the battery and the miles left, versus the screen right here. It's only show either percentage of the battery or miles. So this one is showing both, and they are the same numbers of the main screen. Alright, now let's go for a test drive. Okay, now let's try to use the map on Apple CarPlay. And we're going to Costco, and let's go. I really like this function right here. So even with the small screen, main screen on the right, it still shows the speed limit right in front of you, instead of, you know, having to look at right here, small little numbers right here. And you can see white and red right in the middle. Okay, just turn on the AC right now. So when you have the screen, this display in the front, I would, you know, break the AC this way, so it will come this way out on the side, so it doesn't block the AC that much, because it's still coming from underneath, some underneath, and then some to the top right here. So the screen is big enough to see everything, and it's small enough so it doesn't block the AC right in the middle for the driver. If you don't want to use, let's say you don't want to use that touch screen, you can just have the phone up here, and you can just cancel or change your destinations from your phone. Is that more convenient, instead of having to reach out for the touchscreen all
Turn
the time.
right onto Goodman Way.
Alright, we reaching the destination, and hopefully by the time we come back out from Costco, then it'll be dark out, so we'll see if the screen change according to the main screen right here. As you can see here, the screen is dark, same as the main screen right here. I really like the graphic that hand show display have. It's really clean. It could have been a little bit cleaner, more similar to the main Tesla screen, but as far as all the instrument cluster screen out there, probably the best one right here. Okay, now let's try to use autopilot and see if it shows on the screen right here. Nope. So it's showing in this screen. You see the blue lane, but it's nothing showing here. So maybe in the future they can add that to the system. As you can see here, even the back part of the hand shows display and the main display of Tesla look really similar in design. So it doesn't look out of place at all. It just fits right in to the main design of Tesla. Alright, so the installation is done and we tested, and everything looks really good, working really well, super fast, super responsive. I really love how it looked in my car now. I have everything, all the information that I need right in front of me. So the trickiest part during installations was first unplug that main plug from Tesla car, the gray one. That's the hardest part. So this one came in really handy, this little flathead screwdriver. So I use this to undo the lock, and then one hand to pull it out. Everything else was just smooth and really simple and straightforward. It would took you about a couple hours to do it. It took me longer because I had to shoot the videos at the same time, but everything went smoothly and it turned out really cool. I'm super happy with it. So again, if you are interested in getting this display from Handshow, I will put the link down in the description below. Also my special discount code for you. Thank you so much for watching today's video, guys, and don't forget to click like if you like the video, and don't forget to subscribe for future contents. We'll see you on the next video.